pyramids, highways, buildings, underwater structures in the Pacific and the Caribbean found on Google Earth? Well, you tell me. Some of these areas we are able to see and measure. Other areas seem to be conveniently blotted out. But you tell me what you think this is. As for the Atlantic Ocean, I really didn't study it that much because it seems to be totally blotted out. I will leave a link to the video of the ISS footage over the Atlantic towards the East Coast and the Caribbean of the United States, where it clearly shows buildings very, very close to the surface of the water. And I'll leave a link below for you for that as well. I hope you enjoy this. If you have any comment, please let me know. I will try to take closer looks at the Atlantic to see if I can find anything. We're going to look at some very strange underwater structures that I found on Google Earth. And I want you to bear with me because, look, they're there. And we can see some of them. This is Google Earth, and NOAA is also putting some details so that we can see what's taking place underwater. This is after I posted yesterday's video, Shock, is Atlantis seen underwater from the ISS live webcam? Real location or digital error? And we see that the whole of the Atlantic Ocean, basically between Africa and somewhere between Africa and the Caribbean, off Florida, is strewn with what looks like underwater structures, which are pretty shallow. I mean, you know, they're not that far down from the surface of the sea, of the ocean. And I was shocked because you can even see the sun shining. I'll leave a link below for you on that video, but you can see the sun shining on the water, and the structures are like a hand's breadth away from the surface. I mean, you know, what is that? They've already found pyramids off of Florida somewhere around the Bermuda Triangle. But look at this, what I've looked at here. I was going from California and making my way across through the Pacific Ocean towards the west. And look what I found. Now, I'm underwater now at 3,876 meters down. And, okay, supposedly I'm at eye level, you know, pretend you're scuba diving with me. We're scuba diving together, and I found this structure, but let me just pull out now. Come back out. Coming back out. Okay, we're over the surface of the water. Look at that. What is that to you? Is that a natural structure? Let's measure it. To me, it looks like a pyramid. It looks to me like an underwater pyramid, and the cap has been sort of cut off. But let's measure it, sort of. Let's take a measurement in miles. Let's measure this. Come on. Did I make a mistake? Let's see. I think okay, let's measure again. Okay. Come on then. Okay, it's about 16 miles, right? 16 miles? 16 miles. And that's about 16 miles. Okay? Let's measure this thing now, down there. Should be the same. About 16 miles. And we'll measure from there again. Miles, 15 by 16 miles. I mean, to me, that looks like a pyramid. And they've got it so that we can see it very clearly. It's right to the west of Eastern Island, Sand Island, whatever that is. Right, okay. Very strange. And then I saw very strange lines, very, very strange lines. What can I tell you? Some of these lines are so perfect. Is it possible that you can have such a perfect line going for thousands of miles? Still going there, that one there. And then I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's the first time I've seen that. Look at that. Look at this thing. Okay, maybe our Earth is perfect in the way it, Fueg Island, whatever that is. But that's not where I was, that's not where I was before. Okay, let's sort of turn it up. I have to go back to where I was. Where was I? Am I going to find it? Let's put it out. I'll put it out so I won't get lost. Oh, I was over Hawaii already. Okay, okay. No, I started from here. Sorry. I started from California. Out here somewhere. Okay. I started from California. And I saw something very strange. Where was it? I should have marked it. That looked like a boulevard. Oh, there it is. Right there. I should mark that. Okay, let's mark this. Right there. Okay. That's it. It's Greek. It says without title. Okay, but look at this. Let's go into it. You can see that coming out there from there. This thing here and this thing here. And continuing, this is all blurred out. And it continues perfectly, 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 perfectly. And I measured the distance between them is continuously about half a mile. Okay, it's about half a mile. And the total thing is about, I forget, 2.5 miles or something. 3 miles, okay, about 3 miles. And it's perfect. It's like a double-laned underwater highway, even though these things look raised. That's it. It's the same thing, about 2.5, 3 miles, okay? And it comes out, look, from there and there, and it goes, continues. They've blurred this out for some reason. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And I think I went this way. And look at I mean, some of these things look very strange. It seems to be an opening here, some kind of buildings. There's something in the middle of that. Again, there's something in the middle of that. It could be some kind of a seamount. I don't know what that is. But even this, look at this. 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 Right? And it sort of continues that way. It makes a little turn here. It makes a turn. And it continues this way. And it continues that way. In a straight, perfectly straight line. And there you have again the boulevard type of a construction. Then something here goes folding. I don't know, and then you can see that even there, under there. You have these things there, like maybe they're some kind of lava domes or something. At one point I found a blurred out construction, and I didn't mark it, unfortunately, and I think I'm going the wrong direction. hopefully we'll find it again. Oh, that's not what I saw last time. I think last time I saw was following this. I was following this. I think it was pulled out a little bit more. Okay. See, some things are very clearly shown. Other things are totally blurred out. How is that possible? So here we are again at Google Earth, and you can see structures under the surface. They've even made the waves move for us. And you tell me what this is. What are these things? What do you think these are? To me, they look like agricultural plateaus on the side of a mountain, made to perhaps hold the rainwater. We have a lot of those things on the Greek islands. The waves are still playing around. This is somehow blotted out. And I'll pull out so you can see where I am. But they've left some things open for us to see. Okay, let's go back a little bit more. Look at that. That looks like another double carriageway, double road with like a boulevard type of a thing again. And where was I? I think I was down. Very interesting stuff. These things here seem to be repeating themselves in rows. You can see they're somehow constructed. I mean, if this happens in nature, I would be very surprised to see that in nature. Again, let's go in a little bit more. You can see the structuring. Because of the distances are so equidistant. Look at that again there, again there. There seems to be buildings down here, around there. They're even different in color, as you can see. They're different. There you go. It's as if they're blocks of apartment buildings or something. Let's go down. Where was I? Was I down? It was down here before. Oh, then I saw this. This was really, really strange. I saw these things, and it seems to be a repetitive pattern. There's another one right here. In the beginning, I thought they were the same thing. They had just stamped them, sort of giving us, you know, creating the image for us, taking a one piece and then reprinting it alongside. But why would they do that? We have this, and you have this. Let's measure them. Just about here, perhaps here to here is about 6.5 miles across. And then you go and you continue, and there's another one here. It looks exactly the same. Again, if you have this in nature, it's about, okay, 6.5 miles. Well, I didn't start from the beginning, but just about the same size. And yet another one here. Right here, you can see that. Let's start here, this one here. Okay, 6 miles across. And they're basically the same things. They repeat over and over again. Another one here. I mean, does this happen in nature? And it's perfectly straight. Okay, it didn't start from the beginning, but you can see they're the same size. And again, this one also has some type of a diagonal road going there, and there's another one. They keep going. They just keep going. I'm not very good at this, am I? You just have to take my word for it. You can see it's the same size. Okay, and then it stops here and they block They block it. Okay, let me pull out so you can see where I am. Because they left this for us to see. This is what we were seeing before, and this is what we're seeing with those blocks. And you'll see where I am now. Puerto Rico, Caribbean. Because I saw this thing here. I said, okay, that's pretty rectangular. Oh, I didn't even see it. What is this here? What is that? Okay, again, that's is that a digital? They seem so rhythmic. Anyway, it could be the crystals in the rock are so perfectly made that they do a zipper-like type of function. I have no idea. But we measured those things. Those seemed very, very strange. And then I found something else here. Okay, we saw that I marked. Then I saw this. I tried to pin them. I saw again. We see these perfectly straight lines. Perfectly straight lines. Look at this. Radiating from this position here. Perfectly straight. Perfect, like a ruler. Perfectly straight, perfectly straight, perfectly straight. I mean, does nature do this? And they're coming out of this hub right here. Right from Panama. Perfectly straight lines. And they're going out that way. Let me see what I pinned there. What was there? What did I find there? I found something. Oh, yes. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, that is really strange. No, you can see it better if I pull out a little bit. What is that? Okay, I should have put this away because you can't see it from the lettering, but it looks like it's white window. It's like a tunnel of white repetitive glass or something. Can you see that? It goes this way and goes this way. But if you see it on your Google Earth, you'll be able to see. Okay, you can see it better now. Right there. Right there. Okay. Very strange. Most of the stuff here is really blotted out. We can't see any detail except for what we saw before under Puerto Rico over there. And then going back this way, okay, I pinned a couple of things so you can see them. Very strange. Those boulevard lines that we saw. I hope I didn't put the lettering over what I saw. That would be terrible. Okay, oh, I did, but hopefully you'll be able to see it. You see this thing here? That looks the same size as this here, and it's like half a square, okay, half of a square. That to me looks very strange. It's cut here, cut there. I assume it's cut, I don't know, because everything is so blurry. But that is very strange. And then we have something similar. Let's pull out so you can find it. Near Hawaii, right there. And you can see it looks almost the same. There it is. And they tried to blur that out. There it is. You see this? It's the same type of a thing. Let's measure it, a little bit of measuring. It's about 12 miles. Okay, it's about 12 miles. And perfectly perpendicular, as you can see. Is that type of some kind of a hostel or something? Maybe it was a stop, like a hotel or something. Or a pit stop. Let's go back there again. We said 12 miles, right? Let's see. I Is this the same size or is this something else? Let's see. Go a little bit closer. Oh, that's a lot smaller. Yeah, that's a lot smaller. But it's the same type of a shape. Very strange stuff here. Again, that's the boulevard that we saw before. Very strange things. Again, this thing totally uniform. Totally uniform. Totally uniform. Look at this. Going all across the Pacific Ocean. And meeting other lines here. Okay, but this is it possible that fractures are so uniform across a tectonic plate? I mean, when we see cracks from earthquakes, they are never that perfect. Never ever are they that perfect. We see land cracks, they're never like this. What is this? And the lines coming out from Panama. The lines coming out from Panama. Going every which way. These things. Everywhere, like radiating out from a hub over here. I may be wrong. Maybe that's the way fractures work, in perfect straight lines. I may be wrong. I'm not a geologist. Anything is possible. Anyway, I just wanted you to see that. I went through the Atlantic Ocean. Unfortunately, everything is blurred out from the area that we saw from the ISS video that showed us the underwater areas very clearly. It was basically around here. As you can see, we can't see anything. It's nothing. I mean, it's all blurred out. Look at this. Everything is blurred out. You can't see anything, unfortunately. Okay, but we did find something south of Puerto Rico. Okay, so that's what I wanted you to see. Very strange stuff. Especially that first thing that we saw. I didn't mark the first one where we started from the pyramid. I didn't mark it, sorry about that. Somewhere in the islands over here. I didn't mark it, I'm sorry. Anyway, very strange stuff. And these lines, I can't make heads or tails why they're so perfectly straight, especially out of Panama, radiating everywhere this way. Okay, that's very interesting. I hope I didn't bore you too much. It's just that we should look at these things more often. Maybe we'll find a lot more new things. This is, some of these ways they have discovered, for example, going to southwest Egypt, Libya, southwest Egypt, here, around here. By looking through Google Earth, they found asteroid impacts and volcanic fields. That's a volcanic field. This is Libya, of course. And, because of the fact they have so many volcanoes, they also have crude oil underneath. Okay? Libya, as we know, full of crude oil. But they found an asteroid strike right there, 2004, and another guy, another paleontologist, I don't know, anyway, paleogeologist, found another asteroid strike, 2014, somewhere around Iraq, right there. And that was around the same time period. It was about 5000 BC. And they figured that changed a lot, it had to do with they had impacts around there. It had to do with a lot of changing in the climate. And famine and distress and the crop failures and climate changes and all that goes with it. Okay, so they found a lot of things from just by studying Google Earth. All right, so there we go. And I'll leave links below for you for this. What? It's Google Earth. Thank you for your patience. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.